Hey guys, Infidel 1258. I want to do a video today celebrating the new year and ringing in this 2019 and with a kind of a public declaration of where I am aiming this year, the personal growth metrics by which I'm trying to measure my own growth as a father and a husband, and so what is my resolution and what am I trying to improve at? Because I think it's important when you're setting a goal for yourself that you make a public declaration. And so for me, this is that I want to share with you guys and with my family and with myself a record of an intention to move forward, um, professionally and personally, toward and spiritually toward the man I want to be and yet don't feel I currently am. And so, what does that look like for me? Well, I think in 2018 I read 12 Rules to Life: An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan Peterson, and I'm reading a book called Kick Ass by Mel Gibbs, and I recently saw a interview on Focus on the Family, which is a Christian podcast, and they had an author whose name I actually don't know, but she was speaking about an idea that's consistent with these other readings that I've been doing, and they're all focused on personal improvement through introspection, self-reflection, and um, just taking small steps towards big gains. So, what does that mean to me? What am I? Jordan Peterson said in one of his 12 rules, clean up your room. And I love that idea, that metaphor of cleaning up your bedroom as a metaphor for cleaning up your life. Yes, literally clean up your bedroom, because if you don't, that's indicative of a laziness or a slothfulness that should itself be resolved and cannot be resolved without you taking the small step of actually physically and literally cleaning your bedroom. But metaphorically and symbolically, you want to clean up your life by taking small steps like that, by doing the dishes, by speaking, um, by coming home from work with a positive attitude towards the responsibilities of life in your personal home, or conversely, by actually arriving at the office with a positive attitude about accomplishing what you're supposed to be accomplishing. These are things that I've been implementing for the last 6 months, and it's been really awesome. It's changed. I'm changing my attitude lately on how I perceive my responsibilities, and it's been great actually. It's really empowered me to accomplish more daily and be excited about committing myself to that. So 2019, I really want to push that further. And then Mel Gibbs' Kick Ass, the book I'm reading right now, it's a motivational book. And the lady has this amazing 5 second rule. She talks about, she made this 5 second rule where, she says, none of us want to, for instance, do the dishes or go to the gym or get out of bed in the morning, but we're adults, we're not children. We don't have somebody standing over us and making sure we eat our Brussels sprouts. Like, you're an adult, I'm an adult. We need to take personal responsibility and be accountable to ourselves and our family, and not be dependent upon them for caring over us. I want to be a leader. I want to care for others. Yes, sometimes others will care for me, but I need to be intentional about how um, that I get out of bed in the morning when I'm supposed to, when that alarm goes off, because I have responsibilities. I've got to do the dishes. I've got to, do some working out. I've got to read my Bible. I've got to, spend some quiet time by myself so that I'm prepared for the day. So she has this 5 second rule, and she says, before you walk into or away from the thing that you don't want to do, like getting out of bed when that alarm clock goes, you just simply you have a mental conversation with yourself. I'm going to get out of bed, and I'm going to count down from 5. When I get to 1, I'm going to get out of this bed. That's that. Or dishes or gym, whatever the case may be, you're going to do that countdown and you're going to do it. because the truth is you tell yourself you'll do it later. You'll get out after once you get out of bed after you snooze one more time, or you'll do those dishes in an hour after you watch that next show. It's lies. You'll go to the gym tomorrow. It's a lie. So don't defer responsibility. Step up to the plate, move into the responsibility, be the person that's going to accomplish this thing for yourself and for your family. I do that now. For the last couple of months, I've been counting down from 5 as soon as my alarm goes off. I don't snooze anymore. It's really changed my idea, or how I do that, and it's empowered me to really get up, and I'm reading my Bible in the morning. I'm enjoying some video games and some quiet time. I'm cleaning up the house downstairs while the kids sleep. It allows me to accomplish things and relax in a way that I wasn't able to because I was too busy snoozing. Um, and the third influence that I cited earlier, the Focus on the Family podcast, and again the author's name I don't know, but she wrote a book about um, the principle of not not speaking disappointment, meaning like don't vocalize, don't verbalize, don't speak needlessly about your disappointments and disapprovals. Absolutely, there is time where a good friend or a loved one is doing something, like a child is misbehaving, and you need to step in and disapprove. But that's not what we mean. What we mean here is, the 10 times, the 100 times a day where something goes on in your life, and so you get annoyed, and you say, you know, you say with sarcasm and judgment and hatred in your heart, you say to someone, look, it's not rocket science. Like, as if, why can't you get this? How stupid are you? These types of thoughts, these types of words, they're painful, and they're insidious. They're planting a seed in the person's, I believe, in the person's soul, that will grow as self-doubt and shame. And it's worst of all when we do this to our children. But it also happens between husband and wife. It happens between friends. It happens between coworkers. And so I don't want to be that person who's planting those seeds in the lives around me. And I want to encourage you guys to not be that person. I'm hoping that this year in 2019 I can stop speaking disapproval in a negative sense, in a needlessly negative sense. If disapproval is appropriate and healthy, then do it. But understand that when you disapprove with someone, you can do it either lovingly or not lovingly. And I, for one, want to move into 2019 as an intentional adult who moves forthrightly into responsibility and bears the burdens of not only myself but those I love, because that, I think, is a recipe for making my life and the life of those in my immediate vicinity better. And so that's my aim this year. I want to be intentional about everything from getting out of bed on time to doing the dishes to going to the gym. I want to literally and metaphorically clean up my home, and I want to be honest but also loving about how I share my disapproval with people around me. You don't need to speak shame into people's lives. When you disagree with somebody, you can do it either lovingly or not lovingly. And I really, really want to be a man that's known for leadership, leading by example, and when disapproval and let's say correction are required, that I'm able to, as a teacher and a leader, provide that lesson in a loving and a gentle and a patient and a kind manner, like the fruit of the Spirit. Like the Bible describes the fruit of the Spirit. I want to be full of the fruit of the Spirit: love, patience, peace, gentleness, kindness, self-control, and joy. I think that's my whole hope for this year, for 2019, for myself. And this is my public declaration for myself, and hopefully an encouragement to you guys to seek that type of personal accountability and growth this year, because I really think that if each of us is aiming at that target of personal adoption of responsibility for ourselves and those near us, wow, what a world we could create. I think we could see some amazing change and a lot of beautiful growth and love and joy. And so, yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your time and attention. If you like this, you can like and subscribe. If you want to see more from me, find me on steemit.com at infidel1258. Thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year. God bless you.